Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Delightful Kissboy, and today I'm going to be going through my top 10 favorite YouTube videos. Now, this isn't like a definitive list, alright? I may have left some things out. It's hard to say. Hard to remember every single YouTube video I've ever liked, you know? But these are some of them that I keep coming back to that I find funny or I find interesting. One thing you're going to notice about these videos, they're very telling about me as a person, alright? They're all, most of them are pretty weird, okay? I'm a weird guy, I like weird things, okay? And a lot of them are very shitposty and stupid, okay? That is also me. So I'm kind of a stupid, weird, shitposty guy. And that is me as a human being, as you're gonna see. So I've gone through, I've made this list, I prepared a list this time. I realized with my favorite video games video, I left a lot of shit out. So this time I did some pre-prep, you know. I've scripted the video, oh my god, sue me, man. But it's to help me keep track so I don't leave anything out. And there's also like, there's 50 bazillion great YouTube videos that I've seen. So had to narrow it down. But I've got 4 honorable mentions, and then I've got my top 10. All right, so let's get through my honorable mentions first. All of the videos and channels that I, you know, talk about here, I highly recommend you check them out in the description. I will have them all listed there. So check them out, as I mentioned them. They're awesome, okay? So now, honorable mention number 1, I gotta go with an entire channel. It is Umami, okay? So Umami is like this artist, and he's probably best known for his interface series. At least that's like his own original content. Like, he does a lot of parody stuff as well that I find, you know, I like it a lot. I like it a lot, and I think the style is really cool. I just sometimes I don't think the humor resonates with me as much, but it's more like the style of it is sick, and Interface the series is a masterpiece, all right? You can kind of watch it all front to back on YouTube for free. It's basically a feature-length movie, completely animated, and the animation is great. And it's kind of interesting. You'll see like how the animation develops as you're watching it, because it's kind of released in an episodic way. But it's just definitely worth checking out. It's awesome. Like, the color choices that he uses are just amazing. He makes all of the music himself, as far as I know, and it's very moody, atmospheric, kind of ambient stuff. Definitely worth checking out. An interesting world, interesting concepts, beautiful artwork, great music. Definitely check out his channel. All right. Honorable mention number 2, we got Lasagnacat. Okay, now Lasagnacat is it's another interesting channel. All right, so as far as I know, they had been making some videos, and then they kind of went and took a hiatus, and then they came back with a vengeance. And the content I'm most familiar with is after they made their comeback. Essentially, what it is, as the name would imply, is it's Garfield adjacent content. All right, Garfield like the comic strip, but it is batshit insane. All right, so the kind of the general format of Lasagnacat's videos is that it's essentially like they'll start off with a pretty faithful reenactment of a real Garfield strip, and then they will show the strip, and you know it's kind of shown usually to show how fucking lame the strip is and how unfunny it is. It's kind of mean-spirited, but I think it's hilarious, alright? And then it devolves into the most batshit parody you will ever see of that like comic strip. They kind of like boil it down to its essentials, and they just make the most insane shit they could think of. One of the ones that stands out to me was a shampoo bukkake scene where I believe some floor polish was involved later. You'll have to watch it on your own. It's a masterpiece, and there's some deep kind of cosmic lore ingrained into this series. It has to do with Jim Davis, who is the creator of Garfield. It's a creative masterclass. Definitely one of the better channels out there. I hope they come back again and wow us with some more Garfield content, because my god, amazing channel, underrated. Now, Number 12 is going to kind of expose me as being a child, because this is one of the funniest videos I have ever seen, and it just makes me laugh every time. And it's so simple, and it's so fucking stupid. It's one of the stupidest videos you'll ever see in your fucking life, and it cracks me up. I'm sorry, I'm a child, all right? So the number 12, okay, it's honorable mention number 3, okay, is Nicole Kidman's AMC ad, but she's watching the farting on my roommate's door ghost orb video by Chainsaw Octopus. And it's exactly, that's there's no clickbait there. That is exactly what happens. That is it, all right? Now, part of the reason why this one hits so hard with me is because I've seen that ad so many fucking times. I love to go to the movies with my friends. We go and watch like horror movies and things like that. And whenever you go to AMC now, you see fucking Nicole Kidman sitting there and it's like, sound you can feel. And she looks so invested in it. And there's something about her sitting there, you know, watching this with, and she's so like enraptured by it. It's a video of a guy farting on his roommate's door and starts to like drown out the commentary. It's so loud. It's hilarious to me. Like, I cannot help but laugh every time I fucking see it. I couldn't, you know, debase myself to put it in my actual top 10, but being real, it probably belongs there with how many times I go back to the fucking video. It's an absolute masterpiece. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It's incredible, and it's linked in the description, so go check it out. Alright, you know, moving along, this is a little bit more of a respectable choice, alright? Honorable mention number 4, the final honorable mention is Rain by Jack Stauber. Now, Jack Stauber has created a lot of, like, awesome videos. Great to see, and this is one of them. One of his shorter ones, it's one of the more serious ones. A lot of his stuff is, like, dark humor, you know, and I love that. I love all of his stuff. He's kind of like I'm trying to think of like a multi-format creator, all right? He uses all sorts of different animation styles in his stuff. He makes his own music. It's all great, you know? So he does a lot of stop motion animation, which I love, a lot of 2D animation, a little bit of 3D animation. He does live action. It's crazy, and he's really good at all of it. He's like a very multi-talented person, and I just love to see what kind of stuff he cooks up. This one, Rain, I chose this one because it's just very short and poignant, I thought, and it just has the message of it, I think is interesting, and it's just the vibe of it. It's very simple, it's very to the point. I don't know, I just think it's really well done, you know? It's like sending a message, but it's not like beating you over the head with it. I just think it's awesome. It's a great video. All of his stuff is great. Definitely check it out. Excuse me. He had like an HBO special, I think. I think it was HBO. It was like, I can't remember what it was called, but I watched it with some friends at some point, and it was really good quality stuff. I hope he continues to make really dope stuff. Like, he hasn't posted in a while, but I'm hoping he's working on some big project, because he's very talented. So, worth checking out. But here we get to our top 10 favorite videos. And number 10 is Mr. Incredible Gets Blasted by a J-Dam by Podal. Now, this video is fucking hilarious to me for multiple reasons. Now, Podal makes a variety of videos. In the past, I think he mostly did like shitpost edit videos, right? So kind of like the MLG, like shitpost. Like, one of them I remember was like Frasier, but it's edited as like an MLG. It's great, right? But what's awesome is that he actually got like legitimately very good at animating, but he's still like a shit poster at heart. And this is like the perfect example of that, all right? You watch this video, it's so well done. It's well animated. It's so detailed. There's so much going on. It's a blink and you'll miss it sort of thing, you know? But like, it's a masterclass. It's amazing that this guy's able to pull this off, and he's uploading it to YouTube for free, but it has such a lazy energy to it at the same time. It's the most high effort video that I've seen that is trying to convince you that's low effort. And it's hilarious, it's awesome. I've watched it so many times. It has so much replay value because it's pretty long, you know, but there's all these little details that you miss the first time you watch it again. You just keep getting more and more details that are hilarious. And it's like, I don't know, it's kind of the energy that I like to bring into my own videos. Obviously, I'm not making anything as cool as this shit. You know, I'm just making PowerPoints. But it's like, what I like to do is I kind of like to have like, you know, I put a lot of effort into the research in my videos, but I want the presentation to be kind of scuffed. And that's kind of the vibe I get from this video. It's definitely like an inspiration for me, you know, even though I'm not doing animation and shit. But it's just like, I don't know, I like that vibe. And this dude embodies that so well. Like, all of his stuff is just hilarious. You'll probably watch some of his videos and see that some of the humor is rubbed off on me. Like, there's one where it's like, up, but like they get like shot out of the sky by missiles that say like Marlboro on them, and I thought that was hilarious. And so I mentioned Marbs a lot in my videos, you know. I think he's great. All right, so check out Podal, linked in the description, obviously. But let's move on to entry number 9, which is Delicate Steve Scooby Snack by Joe Kappa. Now, Joe Kappa, he is an animator, mostly an animator. He does some live action stuff as well, but I think he's most well known for his 2D animations, and they're all amazing. All right, he's got this distinct style. Like, every male person in his videos are just like the most jacked beefcakes imaginable for some reason. It's really funny. He just kind of owns it, and all of his stuff. The thing that I think sets Joe Kappa apart for me in his videos are these weird little details that he adds to his videos. Like, they're very like odd and they're funny as shit, but the thing that like makes it so funny is that they're really kind of like relatable. Like, you'll watch these and you're like, I know a guy just like that, okay? And I think that's what makes him so special. It's these little details. So for example, like this video, Scooby Snack, you've probably seen this one. I think it was trending on like TikTok and Instagram and shit. It's about just fucking, for some reason, the Scooby-Doo gang is out camping in the woods and getting stoned as shit. And so it stars Shaggy as our prime stoner, Fred, who's kind of getting shown the stoner way by Shaggy, and then Velma, who makes a surprise appearance at the end. And they're out camping, and Shaggy is preparing Freddy a Scooby snack. And it's just the way that they talk is so realistic, you know, and funny for like anybody who's been out camping, which is like one of my favorite things to do. That's part of why I love this one, and I chose this one specifically. Is it's like I have had experiences that are just like this, getting stoned out in the woods with your friends on like a nice summer's night, and you're just like looking up, and it's a great time. It's one of my favorite things, you know. So that's kind of the relatability aspect I was talking about. I love the vibe of it. Every time I watch this video, I just want to go camping immediately with my buds. It's great, but they're preparing these things, and some of those little details just show themselves, like like him Shaggy turning his headlamp on, and him pointing at like a comet, and then like cracking his thumb as he's pointing. It's like those little details just add up in all of his videos and just make it great. It's so well done. So check out this video, check out his other stuff. Some of his other stuff is like live action stuff, like I was saying, where he makes these like nightmarish paper mache masks and stuff, dude. So good, so good. I tend to prefer his animated stuff more, although he made a Teletubbies parody at some point that was, I don't think I've seen them all the way through, because I think it was like for Adult Swim, and so I haven't gotten access to it yet, but I'll have to watch it. I mean, it might be on HBO, I'll have to check, but it's pretty amazing. In any case, Joe Kappa, a legend. Check out his stuff. Moving on to another legend, we got, in number 8, Mitosis by Goldies. Now, Goldies does all sorts of just mind-blowing stop-motion animation like nothing you've ever seen on YouTube, alright? It's so smooth, but the thing that really makes it stand out in my mind is like the texture of it, alright? the sounds. The sound design is so fucking good, alright? So everything, you know, is clay, and it looks like clay. But what sells these things as being like different materials, like metal, or wood, or water, is the incredible sound design. And the way that it's animated. Like, he understands texture so well. And that's part of why I chose this one. So he's got a bunch of these videos that are kind of named similarly, like, excuse me, slurring my words. I'm drunk as shit right now. Just kidding. But, he's got one like, I think it's called like Euphoria, I think. And there's other videos that are like that are all great. Definitely check them out too. But, I chose mitosis. It's like, it takes place in the woods. I love the woods. And this one has all these kind of creaking, like, wood sounds in it that are really cool to see. And there's like these, you know, he does a lot of morphing stuff too, which is really impressive to do with clay, I think. I think it's like, you know, hard enough to do with something like 2D animation, but as somebody who has like dabbled in stop motion when I was like a kid, it's so time consuming and hard, and it's just like, it's amazing the stuff he's able to pull off with this just clay, you know? And all the sound design he does himself. He does like Foley, so he'll like record himself making all these noises, and he'll put them in the videos, and he has like a bunch of behind the scenes stuff you can check out. It's just, it's cool. It's really cool. Definitely check out the channel. Mitosis, that's the one I went with. It's got some pretty cool shit going on, in my opinion, but they're all great. All right, number 7 is Post-Nuclear Driving Test by Ethereal Snake. Okay, now, Ethereal Snake, it kind of in my mind, I kind of lump him in the same category as like Umami, who I mentioned earlier. They have, especially with the parody stuff, they have kind of a similar style, I would say, but like Ethereal Snake kind of switches it up a little bit more, I would say. So like Umami kind of sticks to his own unique style, which I think is awesome. But Ethereal Snake, like, he's got a variety of styles that he kind of goes between while still making it his own, you know? And I love this video so much. So this one is kind of like, it looks like it was like animated in MS Paint. And it looks like a 90s point-and-click adventure game or something like that. Like, the transitions between certain scenes, it'll just, like, dissolve and, like, in this way that is reminiscent of like an old video game that had like a lower budget, but it's so cool. It works so well with this video, and the kind of the premise of the video, it's pretty long, but it's awesome. All right, it's like there are basically two factions in the post-apocalypse, which is the DMV and the Flesh Riders. All right. Now, the DMV is just what it sounds like. It's the Department of Motorized Vehicles, right? And they exist in the future and are fighting against the Flesh Riders, who refuse to use cars. Instead, have chosen a more noble steed, according to them, which is other men. So it's men riding men. It's not as sexual as you'd think, but it's just as erotic, baby. And it's beautiful, all right? They just kind of ride these gigantic hulking men who sprint, and it's completely ridiculous. Some notable quotes that I remember are, you know, the future is the DMV, and, you know, you don't need a license to ride a man. Shit like that. There's so many good quotes that I always come back to. It's hilarious. The voice acting is great. So it has Joel Haver, you might know him. He has a YouTube channel. He's like made a lot of really cool stuff. He is the driving student in the driving test. All right. We have Noke Eric, who is the driving instructor for the DMV. And Noke Eric is also, he makes a bunch of funny ass videos. I follow him. I'm subscribed to him on YouTube. Check him out as well. He's got some funny shit. And then my man, The Minute Hour, who I will be mentioning at some point on this list. Spoiler alert. And he is the Flesh Rider that we get to meet in the video. And he does a great job. That dude's voice is so good, dude. Incredible stuff. Hilarious. Interesting. Just a lot going on. check out that video. It was kind of a close match between this one and the video where like Judas betrays Jesus, and it's kind of like framed as an action movie, like a spy movie. That one is also incredible, but ultimately there's something about post-nuclear driving tests that just scratches an itch in my head, and it's amazing. Speaking of scratching an itch, Double King is our number 6 entry, alright, and that is by Felix Colgrave, who is amazing. He's got some of the most satisfying 2D animation that you'll see on this platform. Super trippy, super weird, very unique. It's all great. I chose Double King because it's incredible, alright? I showed this to one of my friends a long time ago, and now everything that I show him, he just compares to Double King, and I can never win anymore, because nothing in his mind is better than this video. It's his absolute favorite video, so anything I show him pales in comparison. Now, it's because it's just one of the best videos on YouTube, in my opinion. Obviously, I have 5 that I rank higher, but in terms of, like, craftsmanship and quality, like, this one has got to be one of the most high-effort fucking videos on the platform. It's so good, alright? So definitely check it out. It's about, like, this weird king, okay, who's, like, this kind of a creature that kind of looks like a snail almost. That's like, he's got this big hunchback, you know, that has these little eyes. It's a very unique, whimsical design. But he's the king of some kingdom that he's not really taken care of, alright? And he's on a quest to basically become the ultimate king by going around and killing and plundering other kings of different kingdoms, which are also whimsical, strange creatures as well, and claiming their crowns as his own, which he, like, stacks on top of his head. And it's just, it's very interesting. It's interesting to see how it ends. Just a fun video. I think he makes his own music as well, you know? So, just a cool vibe. It's, like I said, really trippy. Some of the scenes are just unbelievable. So, definitely check it out. One of my faves of all time, obviously. Alright, we're entering the top 5, though. And this is where I start to get a little more shit-posty here, I would say. But number 5 is Pepper by Cool 3D World. Okay, now, a lot of you may have known Cool 3D World if you followed them on, like, TikTok or Instagram or whatever. Made a lot of shorts back in the day, and it's amazing. Alright, now, they're all the most depraved, horrible fucking videos you will see, and they're all 3D animated, and they're complete nonsense. It's like a mental doodle of a deranged, bored, gross person, and that's what I just love. I love that about it so much, and one of the reasons why I love it too is because it reminds me of this series of films that I would watch as a child called The Mind's Eye. And you can look these up on YouTube. They're freely available. You can watch them, you know, take a look at them. They're full length, well, I think they're like an hour long or whatever, but I would just watch this shit on repeat as a child. I don't know why. I was just fascinated by it. And it was like this really shitty, like, 90s animation, 3D animation, but I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever, alright? For whatever reason. And I would just watch it over and over again. So go ahead and watch those as well, and let me know what you think of them, and imagine a child repeatedly watching them, and you know, what that would do to his or her brain, because it probably fried my brain and turned me into the person I am today. But these Cool 3D World videos really remind me of that shit, okay? Now, Pepper I chose, I could have chose any number of Cool 3D World videos. I chose this one. It's one of the longer ones. It has more of kind of a weird story, if you could even call it that. There's an overarching thing happening that I couldn't really quite put my finger on, you know? But it's weird, it's bizarre, it's kind of funny, it's just like, it's so unique, alright? You watch Cool 3D World, you're not going to find anything like it, and part of it is I like the name as well. You know, it's just like, oh, cool, 3D world. Like, what could be cooler than this? You know, and it's just like the most disgusting shit ever. It strikes a funny bone in me. And the guy behind this channel, his name is Brian Tesler, I think. And he has his own, like, personal YouTube channel. He has an Instagram page called, like, Brian, where he does, like, it's like influencer parody with these horrible, disgusting, like, monstrosities that he makes. Really unique vision from this guy. I think most of his time now is taken up, unfortunately, by animating for Zach D Films. So if you've seen some of those, you may have seen some of his work. Which those are cool as well, but they're not my favorite thing. They're a little more reined in and normal than the off-the-wall shit that this guy was just making on his own. But still, you know, cool that he's still animating to this day, and I'm able to see his work in, you know, in some form through Zach D Films. But here we go. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is Halloween Cartoon by Sick Animation. All right, now Sick Animation is a channel run by a Mr. Mark M. And Mark M has been all over the place, all right? This guy is the voice of the boss on Smiling Friends, and he also does some animation in Smiling Friends. He did some work for, like, Uncle Grandpa. He's, like, all over the place. He's done Adult Swim bumpers, but it's just, he's such a weird dude. And Sick Animation is just kind of his channel, where he just puts up whatever the fuck he wants. And it's pretty irreverent, and doesn't really care if you get it or like it or not. And I kind of appreciate that attitude, alright? And Halloween Cartoon is a video that I come back to time and time again. Now, obviously, during Halloween, but I'd say I probably watch, on average, I watch Halloween Cartoon at least 5 times a year, I would say. And it's just so good. It's so stupid and so good. It's just, basically, the premise is, like, you know, dead simple. It's these 2 kids, and what I'm assuming is, like, their grandpa, like, going trick-or-treating, and they go up to this old woman's house, and they try to get some candy, and then things go a little bit wrong, as you'll see. But it's hilarious. Like, I mean, one of my favorite quotes, I always quote, there's the old lady's like, oh, what are you supposed to be? And then the boy goes, a marine biologist. And the grandpa goes, a marine biologist. Hoorah. It's so stupid, man. But it's so funny. But I don't know, I love that video. You may think it's dumb as shit, and you'd be right. You'd be right. It's incredibly stupid, and yet I watch it all the time, and I think it's hilarious. All right? Incredible stuff. Sick Animation, one of the goats. He does a lot of like videos about Ninja Turtles. Like, I swear to God, like 5 videos on his channel just involve Ninja Turtles. And one of them is, at least one of them is amazing, which is Green Lovers, which is also a classic. Definitely up there. Another one that I think of as Four Fathers is fucking hilarious. It's just, it's so, you never know what you're gonna get with this guy, alright? And I appreciate that in a creator, you know? It's like YouTube, I think it shines when it's just like weird people getting to do the weird shit that they want to. And they finally have an audience for it, you know? That's what makes YouTube so great, in my opinion. It's kind of sad that the algorithm is more tailored towards, I don't know, more like video essay style content right now. I would love for it to get back to that just like weirdo shit from back in the day. There's still people doing it. There's still people doing it that have a cool style, but just, you know, it's not as incentivized anymore, at least, so you don't see as much of it. But anyway, let's move on. Number 3 is Live Forever As You Are Now with Alan Resnick, alright? Now this video was made by a Mr. Alan Resnick, who is a real dude who's like an artist, comedian. He's with Wham City Comedy, alright? Funny ass dude, he's very strange, alright? And the content he makes is also very strange. So he made This House Has People in It, which I also absolutely adore that project. I just think that Live Forever As You Are Now is like more of a, it's more of the video I come back to. Like, I have a huge appreciation for what he did with This House Has People in It, excuse me. But it's like, that's a massive project. It's not one that you just kind of dive back into, you know? Live Forever As You Are Now was one of the Adult Swim infomercials. So they had like a series of like kind of weird infomercials that they contracted for, you know, Adult Swim to kind of just play at weird times, you know? And this was one of them. And it's about, so Alan Resnick is like this tech guru, quote unquote, in the video, who has devised a technology to essentially create a quote unquote perfect digital copy of whoever signs up for this shit. And it is disturbing and hilarious. And like, this was a video that I watched initially and I thought, oh, it's pretty funny. But then as I kept watching it, it just got funnier and funnier. And there's all these weird little details, once again, that I just find great and hilarious. And like, he's explaining all this shit about how he's basically going to make a replacement for you that's like this AI, and he says it's like exactly like you in every way, but it's nothing like the people in the video. And it's just the way that they look is so disturbing, and the nonsense he talks about, like skin stress tests. It's a masterpiece. And like, this video, probably more than like most others on here, I find myself quoting all the time. It's just got so many little zingers, you know, like I had an internship at the morgue, and like just weird throwaway lines that are just, that I don't know, stick with you and are just hilarious. All right, you know, like, I love my wife, she is nice. It's like, just it's like dark humor, disturbing in certain ways, hilarious in all ways. Incredible video. I mean, Adult Swim's got a lot of bangers, like as far as their kind of internet content goes. Like there's one called like Jameer at Home that I liked a lot, and there's, oh, Spaceman was great. I could probably do an entire video just on my favorite Adult Swim weird internet shorts, but I'll save you for now. I kind of narrowed it down to Live Forever As You Are Now as my favorite. Incredible stuff. Definitely check it out. And moving on, though, to number 2, which is That's a Nice Grill by The Minute Hour, now Gamer Church. He changed his name. I don't know what he's doing exactly, but The Minute Hour is what he used to go by and what I know him as. One of my favorite channels. I'm kind of disappointed that he's doing... He like unlisted all of his videos and shit. You can still find this one, though, on Drew Langlois' channel, who's the guy who did the animation for it. So, just for context, The Minute Hour was a channel that made these videos that were just fucking hilarious. Like, sometimes he would do music. I wasn't as into the music, but he would do just basically audio style stuff. I mentioned him earlier because he does a bunch of like voice acting for other YouTube projects. But like, this dude was just hilarious. It was some of the funniest shit out there. And it would all be audio. And they were just solid gold, man. And people would come through and they'd love the audio so much that they would animate the videos and then he'd throw them on his channel. And I'm sure he did some like sharing. He was really involved with like some weirdo stuff like on YouTube. Like he has collaborated with like Slouch, who's another channel that I love on YouTube. Extremely underrated Slouch Show. Awesome stuff. He did like a live stream where he featured a bunch of like interesting animators and stuff, and I found some really cool artists that way. So loved his channel. I don't know what he's doing right now exactly, but he's kind of overhauled the channel. I'm hoping that he I don't know, goes back to what he was doing at some point, maybe, you know, in some form. But Drew Langlois was the one who animated it, and Drew's stuff, like, he's a great animator. It's mostly like, it seems kind of rotoscoped for the most part, but it's really well done. It has a very unique style, which I like. As far as like Drew Langlois' content that he's like made with on his own, I appreciate it. I think that the animation is really cool. I'm not as into the humor as I am with the Minute Hour, because the Minute Hour stuff is just fucking hilarious. It's hysterical. Like, self-defense class, hero of the diner, Fucking, it's so many, it's just banger after banger. Like Chinese gate recognition, like, there's classics, just absolute classics. One of the best channels out there. If you get the chance, like, I think if you email him, he'll send you, like, an archive of all of his videos. And his videos are still unlisted, so you can probably find some, like, playlists that have all of his stuff. Unfortunate that they're unlisted, because I think there's some of the best videos on YouTube. But this one I chose. That's a Nice Grill. It's a video, alright? I've shown this video to many people. It's grotesque, but it's hilarious, and I think this might be my most quoted video of all time. I'm just like, it's really nice. It's really nice. And it's basically about this guy who's got this really nice grill that's massive, and he realizes that he hates his life. He hates his family, but he loves grilling, okay? And he wants his friend to grill him on the grill. And you can imagine what happens from there, alright? This video had like a content warning whenever you clicked on it, because it's you know, it's pretty graphic, alright? So, warning that it's not for the faint of heart. It features a man burning to death, willingly, and you know, it's an extreme video that's absolutely fucking hilarious at the same time, and one of the best videos ever. It's so good. Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you. You know, if you're kind of sensitive, that sort of thing, maybe skip this one. But my God, if you have any, you know, if you're able to get past that, you know, it's animated, it's 2D animation. It is one of the best videos ever. But let's get to our #1 spot. This is probably my favorite video on the entire platform. For better or for worse, you may be like, what the hell are you talking about? But there's something magical about this video. And that, of course, is Grinch's Ultimatum by Pilot Red's Son. Okay? Now, you may be wondering, like, why Grinch's Ultimatum? What about the one where they dump the Quaaludes? You know, I love that video, too. I love most of what this guy does. Alright? But Grinch's Ultimatum, there's something about it that just keeps me coming back all the time. It's got like everything I want in a video, alright? It's got a unique style, alright? Pilot Red's Son, unparalleled vibe, alright? This guy knows what he's doing. He's got the style, he makes his own music. The music is so weird and ethereal, but also good and catchy, and it sticks with you, okay? He's got this, like, MS Paint style that is just, it's indescribable. It's like, he has, like, a variety of styles that he'll use in these different videos, but it's like, it's unified at the same time. You watch this Grinch's Ultimate, it's like a shit post. It has to do with Christmas. I love Christmas, alright? And the vibe is just indescribable to me. It feels like when I watch Grinch's Ultimatum, I feel like I'm watching some kind of bizarre dream that I had in the 90s as a child. Or like, I almost associate it with like when I would go to a public library and I would see like what the other kids were doing on the computers and shit. That's what it like looks like in my head. It like takes me back to a time that never existed, but I feel like is like an integral component of my life. And it's just, it's I can't explain why this video is so special to me. It's really dumb. It's very dumb. You're gonna watch it and you're probably not gonna get the same reaction out of it, you know, that as I do out of it. But there's something just special about this shit to me. This whole channel, like Pilot Red's Son is like probably my favorite YouTube channel. It's just so bizarre. It's unique. Everything about it is dripping with style. It's low effort in certain ways, but high effort in other ways, and it's just like, it's great. It's great. I couldn't put anything else up at the top of the list, alright? It's got all these quotes, you know, it's like, are you gonna be a Grinch, or are you gonna be a saint, or a Grinch, grunch, you know, like things like that. It's so weird. I just, you know, have I truly become a monster? it's like, it was kind of became a meme at a certain point too. People are making all these like parodies of Grinch's Ultimatum for like different games and things like that. It's so weird that a video like that long and like that bizarre became a meme. I think there's something to that, all right? Because it just sticks with you. You're like, you just can't stop thinking about this video. The part where like the Grinch is doing his weird dance out in, like the backgrounds are so, it's just like, I can't like, this is my #1 video, but I cannot put into words why I love this video so much. It's kind of just like, you're gonna watch it and you're gonna get it, or you don't, all right? And I think a lot of people won't get it, and that's fine. I don't blame you, but it's just something special to me. It's like when you go to a, you know, an art gallery and like, there's something that really resonates with one of your friends, but you just don't understand it at all. This is like, I can't even tell you why it resonates so much with me, but I watch it all the time. I watch it every Christmas, multiple times a year. It's like, it's incredibly inspiring to me in this very odd way. Like, once again, like, I make, you know, this PowerPoint analysis videos, but I am finding myself inspired so much by Pilot Red Sun in a way that I just can't explain. It's just like, I love the idea of this guy, like, this guy is just uncompromising in his vision. He's making exactly what he wants to make. And it's amazing. The product is absolutely amazing, in my opinion. And I wish he would make some more stuff. I don't know what he's up to. I hope he's doing well. I would love to talk to the guy. It would be amazing if I could do like an interview with him. Like, my dream interview, it's not like any big celebrity. I want to talk to Pilot Red Sun. I want to know what this guy's about, all right? That would be my dream come true. Fuck anybody else. Don't give a shit. Let me talk to Pilot Red Sun. That guy's on something that I need to know more about. All right, not a drug-wise. I just like, he's doing something that scratches an itch in my brain. All right, so there you go. That was my top 10 plus honorable mentions. Hope you had fun. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna edit it. I'll probably, you know, put the thumbnails of the videos in. I don't think I'm gonna show any of the videos because I really want people to go down to the description and watch the videos themselves. Like, I could probably put a clip or two, but like, I don't know. I want you to go and support those channels. You know, not that like nobody's gonna fucking watch this video, but you know, regardless, I'd like to put you on to something cool and not you know, just be showing the videos in my video. You know, they got some cool shit. So go check it out. Let me know what you think. And let me know some of your favorite videos, and especially ones that are kind of related to the ones that I've talked about here. So without further ado, hope you all have a good one, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.